Good morning. So I am in a neighborhood outside of the Cow Crater Ridge Trail, and this one is a recommendation from my new hiking partner, so thank you to her. But this trail is supposed to kind of have it all. It has a few waterfalls, which are relatively easy to get to, supposedly, and then it gets sketchy after the waterfalls when you get on the ridge. I'm hoping there's some ropes to climb, some sketchy segments, because that's what I'm into. So already I passed a couple people and they say don't even think about doing the full loop because, I mean, of course it's been raining all morning, and every review on all trails says to avoid the full hike if it's been raining. But I am not letting that deter me, so if I die, you'll never see this footage. But you gotta see it for ourselves, right? So when it says this trail is unmaintained, there's no trail. You're just walking on the rocks. Alright, so here I'm at where the loop begins. So one part goes that way, one part goes that way, and once you finish them, I guess they loop on back. So the reviews say to go counterclockwise. I don't know, because it's prettier or safer, but if somebody says do something, I'm gonna do that. I'm alone, not the safest hike, so might as well, you know, do all the recommendations. So before I got to the first waterfall here, I did maybe an hour of walking, and it was a straight trudge through the mud. Like my legs, everything covered in mud. Another where I should have wore pants, but you know, I don't even listen to my own advice. But the first waterfall is very pretty. There's supposed to be two more. I've passed a bunch of people, maybe like 30 people on this trail, surprisingly. And only one of them went to the second waterfall. They all said, hey, it's muddy, turn around at the first. We're gonna try to find the second, gonna try to find the third, maybe do the ridge if it's not crazy. Okay, so I just came from down there where the first waterfall is. My map is not being too helpful, but I think the second waterfall, you start by going up there. Back-to-back ropes, this is more my style. There's the waterfall I was just under. Alright, just climbed down that, and last but not least, we have the third falls. Alright, so we've seen the falls, let's keep on moving. as you can see, after the third waterfall, it's just straight up, no ropes, no footing, it's all mud. It's tough. Well, I think I can officially say that I've made it to the ridge section of this ridge hike after the waterfalls. Whew. Tough, but pretty. Great views. Alright, so here is the crater that this hike gets its name from. So it looks like we've gone about halfway. Sorry about the wind, I'm sure you can barely hear me. So I'm imagining, I need to look at the map, but I imagine this is about the halfway mark. And gonna walk along the ridge, along the crater, and then head back down. Man, the crater is beautiful. It's so lush and green. And I know Diamond Head's probably like the most famous crater, I would say. But a ton of people at that one. Here, I've only seen a couple that actually went the full way like I did. And they're not near me right now or anything. So, you know, no people and just as beautiful. Gorgeous. So far after the crater, you know, once I summited the ridge, I feel like I'm descending a bit. No more real scrambles. I've crossed a couple fallen trees, I've climbed a couple big rocks, but that's about it. Wondering if there is more scrambles down, because of course scrambling down with no ropes is the not so fun way, but we will see. So it's just getting increasingly like steeper on the decline, and of course muddy. So I think I'll probably avoid any scrambles because I'm going pretty steep now. So it looks like that won't be necessary. Going up, it was pretty flat, and then you got to the scrambles and they were straight up. But here it looks like a steady decline. Of course muddy. Hopefully I'll remember to wash off the boots in my legs in the last bit of creek before I'm done with the hike. But I will keep the camera updated if there are any scrambles. Okay, this is it. I'm back at the connection of the loop, so I completed the whole loop.